What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Equali Espresso, and welcome back to another Advanced Warfare video here today on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about is skill-based matchmaking and how the developer, specifically Michael CONDREY, has reacted to the community's outcry of skill-based matchmaking to remove it, all that kind of stuff, how it ruins the game. There's a lot that could be said, but Michael CONDREY himself did actually address the topic of skill-based matchmaking in the most recent Sledgehammer Games blog. Now, before we get too far into anything or dive too deep into what we're going to be talking about here today, if there's anybody that doesn't know what skill-based matchmaking is, or commonly seen on social media and comment sections as SBMM, what it is perhaps one of the biggest things in matchmaking, where it takes into consideration your skill, which is, I guess, based around KD and win-loss ratio, score per minute, all that kind of stuff. All the technical stats going into your game, well, it's based around that, and then it tries to match you up with people of similar skill level, either slightly below you or slightly above you in terms of those stats. So, in essence, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing against people the same skill level as you every single game. Now, the biggest thing coming out of the community is that it shouldn't be in Advanced Warfare. Now, whether or not it should be completely removed or slightly toned down, that's something, I guess, that comes down to personal preference. But the idea of skill-based matchmaking being removed is something that the community wants tremendously, because, as a lot of people will put it, they don't want to sweat in public matches. They want to play casually. They don't really want to go for any MLG tryout or something like that. They just want to enjoy the game. But that has created some rifts in the community. Some people are very upset with Sledgehammer Games. Some people don't mind it, but then there's everybody in the middle there that is just a little bit bothered or doesn't even care at all. So Michael CONDREY actually did speak out with this, in which he said, first, and I can't stress this enough, player connection to the host always takes priority over skill in the matchmaking process. Always, no exceptions. Fast connection to a match hosted on our global dedicated servers is the most important component of our matchmaking system. And yes, to a lesser extent, skill as a component of matchmaking is important too. We believe that it adds a level of fairness in the mechanism for team balance and individual enjoyment. The system we have today is, to all intents and purposes, identical to what Activision has always had in place, with the same matchmaking parameters as previous Call of Duty titles. So one of the things that I take away from that statement is that possibly it's an Activision thing, why it's sticking around, not Sledgehammer Games. Saying that it is identical to what Activision has always had in place, I'm not entirely sure if that's 100% truthful, but it's something that I guess we're stuck with, and it doesn't seem like skill-based matchmaking is going to be leaving public matches in Advanced Warfare. Now, another big thing that comes out of this, and some people may right off the bat say, you know what, connection really isn't the first thing because I get matched up with people in other countries, all that kind of stuff, just completely out there. Well, Michael CONDREY actually did address that as well, saying, a few of you asked, and we've also noticed that some players have experienced fringe cases like being matched with someone in another country. Much of this comes down to the pool of people online and which modes are being played at any point in time. Some people might say that this is not just some fringe case where it happens to them constantly. Personally, I can't really take any standpoint on it because I don't know that I've actually had the experience. I don't know if I've been matched up with somebody lagging so hard that I could tell, you know what, they're actually across the world from me. I don't know that I've had that experience, and I'm kind of glad that I don't know that I have, because I'm pretty sure that you would notice something like that. But if it is something more than a fringe case, then I'm guessing it will be worked out here in the near future. Sledgehammer Games is usually pretty good at taking that kind of stuff in and then actually changing it up for all that kind of stuff. Unless we're talking about the actual skill-based matchmaking in general, like I said, that could be coming down to an Activision thing, but it's not going to be going anytime soon. So with that being said, he addressed one more thing, and that is to a lot of people trying to counter this system. I myself, I know that I got attacked for this on yesterday's video because I was trying to play casually, but that is the topic of reverse boosting. Now, trying to stay as unbiased as possible, because this is something that I do have my hand in. Whenever I do want to play casually, I do have an account for that. Michael CONDREY said it's not right and it hurts you and your team's online experience. Call of Duty is both a social and competitive, and we respect and honor that. Now, what I say to that is that sometimes people don't want to try that hard. Some people may counter that statement with, you know, you don't have to care about your KD, your score, whatever it may be. Just go into it and don't try hard. Well, that's a bit easier to say than to do. You can go in not caring, but chances are if you're matched up with 11 other people, or 17 depending on if you're playing Ground War, chances are that you're not going to have the same. Chances are that they're not all going to have the same, you know what, I don't really care, I'm just going to go laid back and relaxed. No, a lot of them are going to go 100 120% all out everything they got against you like it's an MLG tryout. So really, I do respect differences of opinions. It's really just apples and oranges, however you want to look at it. If you don't like reverse boosting, well, then you don't like it. If you like reverse boosting, then cool, you like it. It's just something that it's going to be there as a counter as long as skill-based matchmaking is a thing. So just to recap before we end this video here for you guys, what Michael CONDREY says is that skill-based matchmaking isn't the first priority in matchmaking, though it is there, and from what all of this we can gather is that it's not going away anytime soon. So that's life, that's just what we gotta deal with Advanced Warfare. Other than that, I have no complaints on the game, really. But that's all for today's video, guys. Let me just think down there in the comment section down below. What do you think of this? Do you think skill-based matchmaking should go, or do you not really care that it's in here? If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like rating down below. Any shares to your Facebook, Twitter, and or MySpace, if you're OG like that, are always greatly appreciated. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the best of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare content. Any new news and information, you guys know exactly how to find out right here on my channel. Thank you guys once again so much for watching. My name's been Nikolai Espresso. As always, hope you guys are having a great day. I shall see you guys tomorrow. Take care, and peace.
Surprise, motherfucker.